Pathways to Wholeness podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and I thank you for joining us for this next episode of meditative teaching. Please note that these meditations were recorded in a tropical environment with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds in the background. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Okay, let's just settle in, relax, maybe take a few breaths and just listen to the music before the teaching starts. Our intention for this meditation is to allow ourselves to return to a state of peace, to change our state of being from one of hypervigilance and alertness to one of being at peace with what is real in this moment right now. To make this transition, we need to change our focus. We need to become present. What is truly real in this moment. The mind and our thoughts and our beliefs and our ideas and concepts are not reality. They do not tell us what is real in this moment. Reality is perceived energetically, is felt, it is alive, it is life. All of our struggles and suffering, difficulties, the world arise out of the fact that we are not paying attention to reality, that we are listening to the mind tell us things that aren't true, because the mind has been disconnected from reality. And as soon as it is disconnected from reality, it begins to imagine and create and hallucinate, because it cannot tolerate a vacuum. The purpose of meditation is not to cut ourselves off from the world. It's not to close the doors of perception to the world is to enter fully into the world. But when our consciousness is separated from the perception of reality, then we look around us and give meaning to everything, judgment, and we are not perceiving reality. Reality is an experience, not a thought, not an analysis, not a judgment, not a concept. It is an experience, this moment, just as it is. It takes a leap of faith and trust to let go of our control, let the mind become quiet, relax the body. But if we do not know what we are putting our faith and trust in, we will struggle to make that leap. So we must remind ourselves, where are we going? What is true? What do we know in this moment to be true? We have read and studied and listened to many teachers. I've worked on ourselves, becoming conscious. And there are things that we know now. Things we know to be true, even if we don't necessarily experience them every day. When we hear them, they resonate within us. We know they are true. We have been told by mystics and teachers throughout all of recorded history, there is the capacity for us to experience a deep and profound peace and connection with all that is. It is the particular gift of the human to be conscious of the one creative consciousness that is all there is. All spiritual teachings have that as their basis. All great philosophies, all great indigenous practices, all acknowledge there is one power, one consciousness, one source of everything. A creative power, an infinite intelligence at work. And we are the expression of that consciousness. And we have the capacity to experience that consciousness. That is our true true home. That is where we find peace. That's where we find creativity and love and joy. But we have put so much faith and trust in the ego and control that it is fearsome to let go. That is why we must remember that there is nothing to fear. Why would we fear love and joy and peace, connection? Why would we not want that? It is conditioning. We must unwind, undo, let go. It is not unexpected. We should feel some difficulty in this process, that we experience resistance to letting go. And if we can come to peace with that, if we can be at peace with what is, exactly as it is in this moment, if we can become unconditionally accepting that we are exactly where we should be right now, that there is, in fact, nothing wrong, that we can trust in this moment completely, then we can let that fear pass, let that resistance dissolve, begin to experience the moment more fully and deeply, to experience the profound depth and breadth of this moment. We begin to glimpse the peace and connection and grace that is available to us, that is here always, that which is always here, always the basis and the essence of our existence. There is nothing to be done, no effort other than to focus is required. There is an intelligence at work in this moment within us, knows exactly what is needed. We are not accustomed to trust that intelligence. But if we were to trust it completely, we would see real transformation, real freedom, real connection, real joy and peace. What is required of us is to agree and allow that decision to let go and trust, to make that conscious choice right now, to say yes to this moment, just as it is. There is no power against us. It is all our choice, our decision. And the more we are willing to sit with whatever arises within us, the more we can trust and have faith. Nothing can withhold our true nature. It cannot be withheld. It is what we are. Everything else is just a product of the mind and control. It seems so real at times. It's our own doing to ourselves. Let us choose to let go of it, to stop it, to just be available to that greater power and intelligence within us. We must understand that every thought we have that indicates that somehow we are less than perfect, less than loved, less than innocent. It's just our own judgment of ourselves, a hallucination. Nothing can change the truth of who and what we are. Even though we struggle, we are still a perfect creation of a perfect creative source. And the only thing that can deny that is our own thinking, which is not based on reality. So, in this moment, there is a power and a presence, a grace available to all of us. There is a calling within us to return home, to come back truth of who we are. The authentic within us seeks to be freely expressed, always. Let us agree to return, to be free, to know the truth. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you'd like more information on these meditations and teachings, visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Surrender. These are guided meditations designed to support you in letting go of whatever tensions or false ideas you might be holding about how things really are, and reaching a state of peace and surrender. That's Pathways to Surrender. Look for the next episode soon. We're uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.